Hi everyone, in this Gmail tutorial I am going to show you how you can organize properly your Gmail inbox so you don't have those messages and emails floating in your inbox, making you confused, losing emails or searching a lot of time emails that are important to you and need to respond, and overall make your life and work much easier and have more time to focus on more important tasks. This will be a full tutorial and will be extremely helpful, especially for those that are running a business and using their Gmail accounts. Let's see now how we can organize our Gmail inbox using filters and labels. As a demonstration, I have created here some labels. Those labels will be more useful for people that are running an online business. But first, let's talk about this label that is called Boss and Manager, and then I will show you in another Gmail how you can replicate something similar dependent on your personal needs. So imagine that you work for someone and your boss or manager sends you an email. And because you have many mails in your inbox, you lose this email, you don't respond, and you get into troubles. By creating a label and also filtering this type of emails, you will make sure and be sure that this email will hit your inbox, will never go in promotions or spam, and it will also be inside that folder. So let's see how we can do something like that from scratch. Here in my other Gmail account, I am going to replicate this label. Let's click the plus icon here to create our label and type boss, for example. Then you need to click create and this label will be created. Now you need to pick a color if you want, but it will help you if you have more labels, by clicking those three dots here and choosing label color. You can choose any color you want or add a custom color. I'm going to pick this color. Now, every time your boss sends you an email, you can send it to that folder. Let's see how we can do that. I'm going back to the other email address and I'm going to copy this email address. Suppose this was your boss email. You copy, click settings, then click see all settings, and then go in the filters and blocked addresses, not on the labels. You will go here. You will then click create a new filter and you will paste your boss's email address here. Then you are going to create filter. Since this email is important for you, you need to tick the boxes that prevent this email from going in the spam. So you need to never send it to spam, tick that box, and then you can add a star if you want to it. And the last step is to apply the label that we created just previously for this email, to choose the label boss for this example. Now, if you have more emails that came from this email, from your boss's email or your manager's email, you can also apply filter to other emails that came previously from that email address. So all of those after that will be organized and be sent in that folder. And then of course you need to create the filter. Let's go back now to the other email address and send an email to this email address we created the filter. A boss email. And I hit it send to the other email address we created the label. Let's go back in the other email address and refresh the page. Here is the email with the label and the color, and also we see bold right here. If we click in the boss file, we can see it right here. From now on, whenever our boss or manager sends us an email, we can create a label and filter it so we never miss it out. For those now that are business owners or directors and have employees, we can create labels with sub-labels and organize your business while saving you time and attention. Let's click the plus icon and put here work, business, or let's say directors in case you are a boss. Let's click create. Now we can add a sub-label which can be our director department, let's say 1, and let's click create. We can add a sub-label and below this sub-label or just below the work and business. Let's create one director 2, create. Now if I click this arrow, I can see that I have those two sub-labels here. If you want to edit a label, click those three dots, click edit, and let's remove this, and let's click save. Now you can also add a sub-label behind this sub-label. For example, there may be some employees you want to see the emails that are anyways coming to the director, forwarded to you. This is more complicated, but you can check my other video about email forwarding. So if you are a boss, you can see the emails that your director sends to you, and then you can also see what the employees or the important employees are sending to the director and have a check to those also. This is up to you, of course, and the way you work. Now, if you are a director or a manager, you just start from here. So you create a label here, employees, and create. And now you can just add sub-labels to the different employees or departments that have employees. So if, for example, you have more departments, you type the department, and below the department you add the employee 1, let's say worker 1, and then you add more in this department, you also create another department, and goes on. Every time an email comes from you, every time an email comes from those employees, then this will be bold, and the file that the email is coming from, let's say from the worker 1, will be also bold, and this will be bold. So if someone sends you in a department number 2, then bold will be the department 2. And that's how you can do very fast your work. The other thing that can be really convenient is to create also a label. Let's add also here a color, red, because it's important. And we will label only the main label. You can, of course, customize it as it fits you. And by clicking the plus icon, we can create one more for friends and family. And of course, we can create one for doctors and health because they may send us a document that we need to receive. And this will help us from being scattered and our mail to be organized. Also, when an email reaches your inbox, you will have the label anyways here. But there is a way to even avoid that and send, for example, all the emails coming from employees or employees from a certain department directly to this folder and don't have them here. How we can do that? We can simply create a filter as we did before. Click settings, see all settings, and click filters. Create a new filter. Add here the email address. Click create filter. Never send it to spam as before. We can add it a star if we want also. But we can also archive it, so it will skip the inbox. I'm not going to do it right now, but you understand what is the concept. You do exactly what we did to filter this email and label it so it doesn't go to spam and it goes to the folder we want by adding the appropriate label. And now we can also archive it, so every time someone mails us that we have created a label to, this email can go directly in this label or folder and never comes to the inbox. Your inbox will be really clean. And you can have, for example, the more important emails coming also in the inbox. And the other that you don't check so often to go just to the folders. The same can go for business offers. Many companies may send you offers frequently and you don't want to lose your attention by seeing those headlines that are eye-catchy and are designed to grab your attention. You can check them, for example, once a week or whenever you want. So you create a new label, business offers. And as I have done in this example here, and you check them when it's convenient for you. That's how your inbox will be clean, organized, and you will check things much easier, faster, and never miss out anything important. Now, how we remove labels? Click settings, click see all settings, and go back in our filters, click edit, click continue now, not create filter, as we did before, and here you can change the label for the email address you just hit the edit. So you can move an employee from here. And of course you can uncheck or check any other option. That's how you can also edit those labels dependent on what happens in your work, in your business, or in your life in general. The other thing that you can do is to go in the label section, go and find a label you want and remove it from here or click edit. You can of course do it and from here. Of course you cannot edit the filters from a sender here, but only from settings and see all settings as I showed you just previously. I hope that video helped you to organize better your Gmail inbox for more time and less confusion in your work life and day-to-day life. Thank you very much for watching.